Hey guys, Mr. Canadian Gypsy here, back with another Marvelous Legend review. Today we are reviewing from the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, Toad from Series 1. What can I say about Toad? Well, this figure is a little bit like half and half. Half it's amazing, half it sucks. And we'll get into the details with that a little bit on later. I would say he is a must-have only if you're a Brotherhood fanatic and you really need him to complete your Brotherhood of Evil Mutants display. So here's a side of him, a profile shot of him on the side. The costume's pretty accurate with the colors. And here is a view from him in the back. Pretty much the same. He has his raggedy old dirty costume. So let's get into the details. Okay, well, this is the amazing part of the Toad. The details. Like, you look at this face, really accurate in the way they sculpted it, and the colors. He's just nasty looking, which is pretty much what Toad is supposed to look like. This is pretty cool. You see him holding onto a toad, which is probably ironic. I don't know why he would be holding onto a toad, just because he shares the same name as Toad, but whatever. If we get into the details of his costume, like I said, he had a raggedy old costume. Like, you could even see the stitching on it. Like, you can't even afford good spandex, You'd think working with Magneto all those years, you would be. This is, I think, part of his skirt or collar. I'm not too sure, but again, you can see it's dirty and shows the stitching on it. I really like the way his boots were made, with the points on top, and yeah, more stitching. Poor Toad. Can't afford a good costume. Okay, now this is the part of the review that sucks, which comes to the articulation. He has very limited articulation, which sucks because he's the Toad. Not because he's a great athlete, but he is supposed to have a lot of agility, hence the nickname Toad. So if we look at the head, no articulation on the head. On his shoulder, he can rotate his arm frontwards and backwards. That's about it. What's really stupid is no elbow articulation whatsoever. That's bad. This is stupid. Yeah, he could rotate his hands for some reason, but they serve no purpose if his elbows don't rotate and just his shoulders do. And yeah, he's holding on to the toad, which is cool, but you can't remove the toad, so it just looks silly most of the time. So that's about it regarding that. As for the waist, no articulation there. Another bummer. He does have some type of articulation on his leg, on the higher part of the leg. He could go front and back. That's about it. Knees, they don't bend, so that's another bummer. He is mostly in his squatting pose, but, it just sucks that there's no articulation there. And as for the feet, guess what? No articulation. So basically, this figure is just a statue, we should say. In my opinion, if you want a Toad that has articulation, check out my buddy, Indium Reg. He does customs, and he had a great idea, taking a Doc Ock and customizing it into a Toad. So if you want a Toad just to be a statue, get the one from the Marvel Legends line. If you want a Toad that could, you can pose, basically, because that's the whole purpose of collecting these figures, get the one from Indium Reg. His link is over here. Contact him, and I'm sure he'll hook you guys up. So basically, that's my review on Series 1 Toad. A good figure to have as a statue and just to stand in for the Brotherhood, but by means too expensive for nothing. Save your money, get a custom. It'll actually come out cheaper this time. Anyways, this is Mr. Canadian Gypsy. See you later.